Talking heads.
Aww.
Hi, welcome to Facebook Live. The sisters are in. We're back. It feels like we had a little break. I am Marnie Neer, expert coach at Handel Group, and this is my sister Lauren Zander, co-founder and chairwoman of Handel Group. I got her name right. All right, cool. I thank you for sending your questions in. Remember, if we use one of yours, you'll get $50 off of a private coaching session. Woo! All right, Lauren, you ready?
Yeah, what's our
She doesn't
topic?
even know the topic. In honor of Halloween,
Oh, no.
besides wearing orange, we're covering a scary-ish topic.
Oh.
Secrets, lies, and hauntings.
Oh. How personal.
Stuff that's in
Boo.
your closet.
All right.
The boogeyman. All right, you ready?
Okay, good.
Okay, here goes. Secret, lies, and hauntings. Well, I thought I'd start with this basic question. Can you explain what a haunting is?
So, first of all, the reason I like the word haunting is because it's in your mind. It's a memory you go back to, right? So for all the memories you've had, depending on your age, right? You have so many memories you could go back to. But what makes a haunting is that it's one of the memories you go back to, and for all the things you forget and never remember, the hauntings are the memories you do go back to. And in every area of your life, whether, we break life out into 12 different areas, you have haunting memories in each of those areas. And why they haunt you is what we study.
Yeah, it's very useful, right? Because it's really true. You can remember a gazillion, but you don't. You really only have your greatest hits, right? And they're not great at all, but they're the ones that you will bring back up in time of need.
Yeah, and then we have what we teach, so you start to really understand why the haunting memory is so critical to your life and why you use it. And usually all your haunting memories, what makes a haunting is you don't know all the facts. You're lying, right? Like not on purpose, not because you want to, but there's lies in the story. Or how you're using it, like you think you learned a lesson, but you learned the wrong lesson. So the memory haunts you because it's actually trying to teach you something. And why I use, in a Halloween kind of dark way, when something terrible happens and you've never let it go, it haunts you. So we're studying why things haunt you. And trust me, there's lies or things you don't understand in them. And then when you figure all that out, you can put it to rest and it changes the lesson. And so they're really profound to understand.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, here's a question. In college, I cheated on a boyfriend. Overlapped heading out of that relationship with meeting the next guy and messing around with him before really cutting it off with the first. I was
Popular. This
Lauren.
sounds like mine. I understand.
Lauren, someone else used overlap.
Overlap. What a good word. I overlapped. I overlapped. Like a rug.
Is it important to fess this to the person I'm currently with, even if I have never cheated since or don't have plans to? I imagine you'll say yes, but what's your advice for why it's important? I'm afraid my current guy would judge or be upset with me.
Okay. So first of all, you're right. He will judge and be upset with you. I really do understand why it's a good question. I'm not doing anything wrong. I wouldn't ever do anything wrong. But here's the truth. If that's the love of your life, you do not, and he really is the love of your life, he will understand, forgive you, and he will appreciate deeply, not in the moment, but why you brought it to him to clean up anything with him. So there's nothing but between the two of you in your love. Right? And then if you ask the question, if he did that, his Monica or whatever her name is, right? And there's a story there. And he wanted to marry you. He wanted to have babies with you. He wanted to spend his life with you, but he didn't want to get married or do that until you really understood so he could clean up everything with you. Are you sure you don't want to hear that? Right? I would say you would want to hear it so that you can forgive him and it's not so you'll be scared of him for the rest of your life. I don't think that is such a crime that they'll be scared of for the rest of their life. It really is clean the slate if he's your person. And if that lie, which you then tell the truth, blows up your relationship, ruins it, I promise, this is the hard part to swallow, I promise it means the real love of your life isn't that guy. Okay, and so it doesn't, free will basically means you have every right to do whatever you choose. It just doesn't mean it's your best life ever. And so if you ask me, is full integrity your best life ever? Of course I'm going to say yes. Okay, and do I think that if you go into your marriage and you marry that guy and you never tell him, in 7 to 10 years, will I hear something that reminds me, like, will I go back to that haunting and go, oh, you see? Yeah. Right. So, and have I done that over time? I have enough proof that this is the right way to discover if that's really your person. And I understand that is the road really not that traveled on earth.
Not at all.
So I can understand why you want to take the risk, but I promise it's not your best life and it may not even be your real person. Right. And if he is your real person, he will still choose you after that completely. And he'll be proud of you. Right. I've actually helped a couple, one of the best couples ever, who have 3 babies. Do you remember who I'm talking? We remember who we're talking about. Right. And she actually really cheated in their first year. It was like 9 years later and they were up to getting married. Right. And I shook her and begged her to tell the truth. This was obviously before the 3 children and how everything turned out. And they had the deepest, hardest year of their life.
Oh my God, yeah.
But who they are today, like they're so stunning and they're so it. And I swear they would look back to that time as the most critical time that they actually figured each other out, fell deeply in love, and their hearts melded forever. And it was a way worse story than the one you just told. And it really turned out. So I have a lot of proof that this works. But I hear how hairy that is.
Yeah.
Anything?
Let's see. I think Lauren covered it in we really believe you can't blow it with your one. You can't, no matter what you say, what you do. It's not your one if you blew it, right? By the very nature of him being yours, you can't blow it. Even he might be really, really mad for a decent amount of time, right? But you can't blow it. It's not blow upable.
Yeah.
So that's something to always remember. And then intimacy is always on the other side of letting someone in on your dark side. And what you'll find that Lauren also touched on is there'll be a freedom for him to be able to be honest about something he's probably thinking he's taken to the grave too, right? I don't know. It's always Bonnie and Clyde. It always is. So you've got one little secret and you'd never even smell his because you're managing yours. So our recommendation is out it so he has the freedom to do it, or you can smell his.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Good point.
Thank you.
She's hired.
Thank you. All right. All right, here's another one. I'm in a lot of debt. The worst part is I've been lying to my partner about how much I save and how much I actually spent. I have been lying to him and telling him that I've been putting away money for our future home each month. But in reality, I'm using credit cards that he doesn't know about. I can't imagine telling the truth. What should I do? We've had one of these-ish too.
Oh my God. First of all, you have a problem. Okay, and you're in addict territory. Okay, so whatever you're lying about, the amount you're lying and willing to lie is going to kill you and kill that relationship no matter what. Period. The quicker you come clean, hysterical cry, and throw yourself on the I have issues pile, like burn yourself, honey. Throw yourself on the fire and go, I have a problem and I lie about money and saving, and I've been lying to you. I've been lying my whole life, likely, not just to him, but that you need help. And that you're so sorry you're in love with him, you don't want to ruin it, but you're making this about lying to him versus how truly screwed up this story is, and that you're a liar. right? And there is no getting out of this story. There is no, let me borrow from Susie the $25,000 I've been pretending I had, right? You're like, no, I'll call Susie right now. I'll get 25,000, and then what? You'll owe it to Susie, and you'll like, there is no way out of the pile you put yourself in, okay, ever. And you don't want to get out of it, right? So the dark side is something to get into so you can actually bring the light to the dark, right? So the more you lie, the more you cover it up, the guilty you are, and the more you're ruining that relationship, period. And you're just going to wake up one day and he's going to figure it out and you're going to get caught versus you told him. Now that's extra screwy, because getting caught lying versus bringing the lie to someone is truly the difference between forgiveness and who are you. Do you understand? It's a very big difference of power. So I would hurry before you get caught. And I would make it about your deeper issue, because it is one. And I would start to understand you're making it about not just putting money in an envelope, and I just haven't been, and secret credit cards. It's called a debtor. They have AA programs for you, right? It's no joke. And then if I started to study your lineage and I started to go, who's the addict in your family? Who drinks? Who does what? Where did you get this? It's very real and serious. I think the ticket onto the planet is screwed up issues we all have. Hi, are you on the planet? That means you. Okay, so figuring them out and taking them on is what Handel's all about, right? And stop hating yourself and doing more of it every single day. So what I would have you do, I hope you're watching, is there's no good day to tell. Do it by Sunday, right? Just like, and then this is how it comes out of your mouth. You go, I have something to tell you. Everyone knows what that means by now. Do you know why everyone knows what that means? Because everybody has one, has done one, and understands them deeply. Like, oh no, wonder what it is. Okay? Just so you know, it's good it's not the sex one, right? That's the one no one wants to hear. That is the creepy one you can't come back from. A debtor is a jerk, but it's not nearly like, I slept with your best friend, okay? So hurry, don't get caught, tell, and make it much deeper, and even understand you're coming clean because you're so in love with the person and you don't want to screw it up one more day, and you just got yourself in a screwed up hole. And again, see the other point Marnie made, which is it takes two to tango, and it's two peas in a pod, right? And so and if you really checked in with him, and I really could sit him down and I was like, hey, you think she's really saving the money? What do you think? You're not that unobvious. Something suspicious about you. He probably isn't going to be that shocked. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I recommend also by Sunday, like really write out everything. You're going to want to like dole it out piecemeal. Like you're going to want to give one and see how he reacts. It's not the way to go. Right. It really is. You confess that that's what you'd like to do because it's really a long list. You would make the long list.
I sneeze like Joe.
Because it's true. No,
he doled information. When my dad decided to start telling the truth about something he had lied about years ago.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, because we know you watch this now, actually.
Right. So it's very much the brand of a liar that comes with the truth to like, I think you can tolerate this. Only one credit card, and I didn't save. Not 4 credit cards and never saved, right? So what Marnie's saying is really come clean. It will set you free. And he needs to love the real you. And this is the real you. And you need to grow up, and it needs to be okay that you're not perfect. Remember, the ticket in is none of us are perfect. We're all screwed up. That's why we're here. We're here to fix that shit. Okay? So get fixing.
Would you have her look up AA already? Should she do some of the work?
No. I would like her to open her mouth and start the game over, right? And really deal with who that man is. Does he love you? Does he want to be with you? Is he the one? Will he forgive you? Will he help you? Will he criticize you, be mean as shit, and mortify you? Either way, there's no money in the bank, right? Like there's nothing that's going to change about these facts. It's time to stop being a liar. That it literally, in my mind, causes cancer, causes anxiety, causes other problems. It will set you free. And if that guy won't forgive you, he's not your guy. Okay? But you need to you're done being a liar. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
All
these
right.
are very
Happy
haunting.
Halloween.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Oh, here's another.
I bet it's just as creepy.
Okay. My friend was having an affair with a married man. I listened and acted like a good friend, but the truth is I thought it was really messed up and gossiped about her to 4 or 5 other people.
Ouch.
She asked me before if I ever told anyone because she couldn't forgive me if I did.
Oh.
I lied and said no. What should I do?
All right. If you haven't figured out you and your friend are not that good of friends, I'm sorry, you're using each other. There's something really creepy in like, I don't like it. If you wrote up here's what I do.
Yes.
I step by step it with you. I go, can you write up a definition of a best friend or a really good friend? Right? And you'll find that trust, tell them the truth, someone you feel connected to, like what's a best friend, good friend to you? And you will find out that she does not fit the model. I'm sorry. She could fit the model if you start going real with each other, but you are fake friends. You are posturing friends. You are lying friends. Okay? There's no way around that. You're not telling her what you really think about the affair. Then it makes you gossip. Of course it does. Okay? She then doesn't even know or believes you or tells you she'd throw you out if you did that. You should have thrown her out because you probably are not okay with a friend that's sleeping with a married man. Like you guys are not facing mature issues with each other about being bonded for life and being besties. Okay? What does that even mean to you? So if you wrote up your definition of really good friends, you would find out she doesn't pass the test and neither do you.
No.
And then you have to decide if you're gonna tell the truth and really have a friendship with her or not. But whatever you're doing and what you're in the middle of sounds like high school to me, and you don't sound like you're in the high school age group.
Sorry. Okay.
Was that not nice?
Yeah. It was okay. I didn't need to laugh so hard. That wasn't nice. But look, also, I guess the bad joke on you a little bit, right, is you're cheating on her by gossiping, right? So you're both having weird, like, affairs, and instead of just being straight with her and a true friend of saying yuck, right, and what's going on, you're talking to other people about it. So it's less sleazy, but it's got its sleaze to it.
And when we talk about teaching people about gossip really is when you can't go straight to the person you need to go to. You cause a sick reaction is gossip. Anything you're gossiping about is because you don't have the power or the courage to go straight to the person you need to talk to about it. Or you don't think you can make any difference. Both of which prove you're not friends. Okay, so if you're gossiping, something is really wrong in your relationship. Right? There is no real relationship. And then what you're using each other. You're using her. What are you using her for? And then there really comes like, well, we've been friends for 20 years. I'm loyal. Right? Not that loyal. But right. So then you want to start to go, what are you lying to yourself about that lets you keep staying and makes it okay with you? Right? Because it's not. And she's not. And so I would say you have no friendship. You have a fake relationship. You want to stay fake? You're doing great. You want to have something real in your life? Have something real in your life, right? And start to own up to your own crime. Okay?
It could be a really pretty conversation. It'll be a hard conversation, but it could be really pretty and a contribution to it.
Yeah. And then how you would frame it is, I owe you a very huge apology and I owe you an explanation and I'd like you to just listen, right? You could do what you're going to do. And I love you enough and care about you enough and really have been going through a lot about us. So I just want to come clean about all of that. And so here's the truth. You know, when you asked me if I ever told anybody, the truth is I did. And so I'm coming to tell you, there are 4 people I told. And then the other thing, and I'll tell you who they are right after I tell you that I was really freaked out and uncomfortable with you being a cheater. And I was okay with it. But the truth is, I really wasn't. And I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was all messed up by it. And then I started to talk to people. And then when you said you wouldn't be friends with me anymore, that freaked me out too, because so, oh my God, I've been in a real mess, and I hope we can talk about all of this. And the reason I want to talk about all of this is because I love you, and I'm really fucked up about us and you. Hi. Right? You want to know the 4 people? I'll tell you the 4 people, and then you tell her the 4 people, and then she's going to be like, and what did they say, and what do they think, and blah, blah, blah. And then the real rule is, if you're cheating and there's some gossip, everyone's telling about it, okay? If you're cheating, don't tell anybody. Not one person, not even one person, not even the person you're like, but she's cheating too. Not even that one. Keep it to yourself. That's right. Go to the grave with it. Exactly what we don't teach, okay?
Go get haunted.
Go with the haunting. That is so creepy. I'm just teaching you, if you're going to be a liar, be a better one.
Don't drag your friends into it. Or drag the right friends. They're going to scream at you. Drag the right friends. Come tell me.
Go find a coach. This all leads to, if any of these issues are plaguing you and all of this rings a little too loud and true, we really want to help you get out of your bind. But we really understand it, right? We love the human condition.
Oh my God, yes. But scream
okay,
at your friends, okay? How are we going to end on that?
Everybody haunted now?
Happy Halloween.
Don't eat the candy.
Don't eat the candy.
Don't eat the
candy. Okay, have 2. Say fat-free. Don't do it. You have to have 2 candy corn. All right, thank you for coming. This was a howl.
Creepy. This is creepy. Everybody creepy.
All right, if you want to find out more about coaching, and speak to a human, in the links, in the comments, there's a link to the consult page. You'll speak to Sally, who is adorable, one of our favorite people. Click to find out more about coaching. And send in your questions, and we'll be back.
We will.
It's a threat.